What's up, people? This is Rob Barrington here, and we are back for another challenge with the robots. In fact, this is the last challenge of 2022. We are going to be playing against the robots in just a ACBL match point tournament like we did last week. I'm going to play 4 sessions, 3 boards a session, and we're going to see if we can end 2022 with a victory. So here we are, folks. Day 1. We're going to play 3 boards a day. We're playing match points. We're playing with and against the robots, but also we're scoring against real people. So we'll get a live match point score. We'll get to look at it as we go, which is a little different than trying to guess how we're doing with the challenges versus the robots. So here we are. Best hand match point tournament, 12 boards, ACBL points at stake. Here we are with a 12 count on board 1. There's no reason to do anything weird. We're going to open 1 diamond. We see our partner bid a spade, and it goes 2 hearts. Make your bid, folks. What would you do if it was your call? Pause it if you need to. I'm going to tell you right now that this is where we make a support double. This is how we show 3 card support in the spade suit. We're going to show that to partner right here. And now this kind of allows partner to get into this auction and compete when it is going to be right for us, or we hope it is. Our partner's making this choice here. But let's just discuss. This double gave partner that information necessary to know that they had some sort of spade fit and to know that it was hopefully right for us to compete to the 3 level on this hand. So here we are in 3 spades. Don't get excited. Partner's not inviting you to bid a game. They're a passed hand, right? They started this auction with a pass. And if you didn't know that, you also know that we have a 12-point hand, which means no one at the table can have more than that. So we're going to pass. We're going to play 3 spades, we hope. And here we go, folks. And in these situations, just like in the robot challenges, we're going to be playing from this side of the table, right? Our partner's the one that bid spades originally, so they're flopping us over to that side of the table, and we see the King of Hearts lead, which for the robot is King from Ace King. I would recommend, and most of you are playing Ace from Ace King, which is what we want to play, and the robots just choose to do it a different way, so not a big deal for us. It looks like that Queen of Hearts will develop into a trick at some point. And we know that they had a heart fit, so it's not going to get roughed or anything. So this is just a good play for us, and this is nice as well. Are they going to set up the whole club suit? So we were going to try to throw away some clubs, but at this point, are they going to... Okay, good. No roughs. We're going to draw trump. We're going to play a low spade towards the ace. If we see the queen or the jack, we might choose something else. We did not. Let's see. I mean, we could kind of cross over to dummy and play the 10 of spades and just float a spade just to give us a little... I'm going to do that, actually. I'm not worried about getting any roughs here. It's just kind of a safety play. All right, good. Now we know we're only losing 1 spade, and in fact, I can just claim 1 spade loser at this point. Notice the clubs are going to be... Excuse me, before I do this. The clubs are going to be pitched on either the diamond or the Queen of Hearts. Right? We have lots of ways to get rid of that 8 of clubs. We could also just rough it right now and claim 1 loser. So we're just going to claim 1 loser. It is that Jack of Spades. The rest are ours, and that is a terrible start. Wow. 3 spades is only worth 17.9%. Let's see what happened in the score there. Interesting that we're only getting 17.9, and I see why. Those players in the South chair that didn't remember support doubles, or maybe they don't play support doubles, they're not familiar with it, did not make a support double, and then when they compete to 3 hearts, or they didn't compete, they invite to 3 hearts here, they just make a 3 heart bid as a passed hand. They actually go down 3 tricks, which is 67.9% for them. So some of you might see scores like this and be like, what the heck? It might upset you or set you on a little path to self-destruction maybe, because you're like, what the heck? These people bid wrong and they get a good score. This is not a time to be upset. All you have to do is say, okay, there are, 9 or 10 or 12 people that didn't know to make a support double. I'm not upset about that. I'm actually worried more about the people down here that actually correctly made their support double and made 3 in this contract, which is where we were supposed to be. But unfortunately, the other result is better, and there's nothing we can do about that. We made the right call, folks. So it's like poker, right? If I've made a perfect call and someone gets lucky and catches up at the end and wins the pot, I'm not upset. I'm very happy that my opponent has made a mistake and that I've played correctly. And here, that's all you have to do, right? We have 12 boards, right? We're getting a terrible result through really no fault of our own other than making a good support double on this one. And we're being punished, but that means means we're in a good field, right? We're in a field where maybe we have a chance to gain on other boards where we behave correctly and they behave incorrectly and we win, which is more often than not, folks. So here, don't worry about that. Bad start. Lots of work to do, though. Let's dance. We are looking at an easy 1-no trump opener on board 2. Stayman, recognize when we have 4-4, we always bid hearts first 100% of the time, right? We do this because, and this is, oh, thank you for doing this, Mr. Robot. You're amazing. All right. This is why we don't like the system that the robot plays. And here's what their system is. They play minor suit agreements that are weird for sure, but the moral of the story is they use 2-no trump for something other than the invitational bid. The expert standard methods for this, and I'll leave a link to this lesson. I think it's on sale right now. I'll leave a link to this lesson in the description of this video. But it is expert standard to play 2 spades as either invitational or clubs for this exact reason, because when you don't play it that way, when you don't play the expert standard way, another very common way to play it is to use Stayman to get to this 2-no trump bid that is now just invitational and may or may not contain a 4-card major, which is what's happening here. So I don't know if it's right to correct to spades or not, right? I normally, if my partner guaranteed a 4-card major, I would know I have a spade fit 100% of the time here. Here, I do not know that. All right, so let's see what the robot will play 3 spades as. What is 3 spades? I don't know. It says 4 spades, but it doesn't say, hey. I would guess this is an acceptance of the invite. It doesn't show more than 4 spades. I want to bid 3-no trump. I'm going to accept the invite. It's not even necessarily that clear that I'm going to accept, but I like to be just a little bit aggressive in these situations. It usually proves to be successful. But here's the problem. The leak here is the agreement that is made. This agreement rarely causes issues, but it does in these specific cases. I would guess, I don't know because the robot isn't necessarily being super clear here, but I would guess 3 spades here would be, hey, I accept, but it still says 15-17. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to just be playing 3 spades. That's the problem, but I'm going to give it a chance. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay, partner bids 4 clubs. I have no idea what that is. I can't bid 4-no trump now. Okay. I mean, what a ridiculous bid here. I don't know what to do now. Instead of bidding 3-no trump, which should be my goal here was, okay, if they do have spades, maybe they do, they can bid 4 spades. If not, they can bid 3-no trump. They have clearly taken this in a weird, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get them to bid 4-no trump. Okay, we'll play 4 spades. We're probably in a 4-3 or 4-2 fit. This is going to be a total disaster. Bad. Okay, so 4 clubs was what? 3 or less spades and 4. Okay, thanks a lot, robot. Just bid 4 spades. What's up? This is a scary lead, folks. This is a scary hand. I'm not sure why the robot has gone about this in this way. They bid Stayman and then 2-no trump with this hand. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm going to duck this, though, I believe, because they're going to have to switch to something here. It looks like shortness. The queen of spades is just a weird, really odd choice of leads, and that makes me believe that I'm getting a pretty terrible trump break to my right. Here we see that. Okay. I guess we'll play the ace of hearts. I'm going to try to score some trump tricks over there. Play the queen of diamonds and overtake it. And then we'll try to score another trump trick here. And now we need to hope for some sort of magic where left-hand opponent wins this trick. Yes. Okay. Step 1. Thank you. Okay, we like that. And now we can play the 10 of clubs and pitch a diamond if they allow us to. They didn't. But whatever. We're going to take a hit on this one. I think we're only down 1 maybe? No, we're down 2. So terrible. I don't. Apparently everyone else had trouble with this hand as well because down 2 is 82.1%. So this is This is a terrific way to start the match with just these bizarre results. So minus 200 is great for us. I guess the win here is passing 4 clubs. So here's the thing. I don't know if everybody knew what was happening on this as far as the robots agreements, but a lot of people made the same choice. They they bid 3 spades. And sometimes this moral to this story is sometimes it's all about just navigating the robots' insanity. Here, passing 2 no trump led to down 3. Getting to play 4 spades down 2 ended up being a massive win for us, 82.1%. Passing 4 clubs would have been spectacular. That's only down 1 for 100%. So here, really weird choices to start this one and really odd results at the beginning. And the whole point of this is sometimes you just have to navigate a weird robot auction, and you have to find a safe or safe-ish as possible landing spot. I wish I could go back and retroactively pass 4 clubs, because that really does look like it's our best contract, but oh well. And then when you see them lead the queen of spades, you kind of know that is just shortness. So we know not to draw trump. That's the key thing on this one. You should know ducking the spade probably was a huge win for us. I would guess other people playing 4 spades here. Let's see. Winning the queen of spades opening lead would just be bad, right? Because now, you don't get a chance to let the opponents help you at trick 2, right? Here, they kind of go the same route, but now they're just, in my opinion, frequently too far behind, right? And here, once you know you're getting a bad trump break and you're not going to be able to draw trump, get as many of those trumps scored as possible by roughing. Here, we just tried to rough hearts as much as we could, and we were able to do as much damage as possible for 82.1% for minus 200. Not a normal result stream, folks. Ooh, look at this one. Board 3 in our start here. Lucky we're back up to 50%. And we have a banging 17 count here with 5-4 in the majors. Here, we're going to open a heart. Partner bids 2 hearts. I don't have any wonderful kind of strategies for inviting partner in these situations. They're usually all bad with the robots. And this is a hand that's probably worth just bidding 4 hearts, only because it's borderline, right? Here, if we play constructive raises, and this is a big win for constructive raises. And what do I mean by constructive raises? Well, 2 hearts should be about a 7 to 9. And oh, good. The robots do have this here. This is nice. This is why we do it this way. It makes a game bid by this hand much easier when it has this solid 17, because we know if partner has a bad raise, picture like a 6 count with 3 queens and 3 card heart support. That hand is conditioned to go through the forcing no trump bid. They bid 1 no trump, forcing or semi-forcing, doesn't matter. And then their whole point is to bid 2 hearts where they may only be taking a preference. That's how we show a bad raise of partner's major. This type of hand is why we do it this way, because now when partner bids 2 hearts, it's more constructive in nature. It's a good 7 to a bad 10, which means now with a hand like this, we can more confidently bid a game, because we know we're not buying those stinkers that partner might have with their old school, hey, this is 6 to 9 points, right? So here, looks like we bought pretty well as long as we don't have any disasters here. We're going to lose 2 clubs. We're going to lose a diamond, but that should be all she wrote. This should be an easy 10 tricks. Notice we have no desire to trump anything. We just have winners and losers, right? So our job is to get rid of trump as quickly as we can, and then just give up our tricks. We're going to give up the ace of diamonds. We're going to have to give up a club. Notice there's nothing we can pitch any of these things on. We are destined to lose these tricks. In a normal circumstance at the bridge club, you might play all of these tricks like I'm doing now, just in case the opponents are silly enough to throw away their clubs. And if you're trying to trick them, you might as well throw away as many clubs as you can from the other side of the table to make them think that is not necessary for you. The robots don't get these situations wrong unless we've deceived them terribly in the bidding. So it's not usually going to work out well for you. You could have claimed there. I could have claimed a long time ago, but not too bad. Not too bad of a result so far here. 420 looks like tied for top with almost everyone else in the field. One player didn't bid game, and the other player just went down. happy, right? What 57.1, when that's the best score you can achieve, is a great result, right? It's the best you can do. It's the best you can do. And here again, very good win for these constructive raises. So let's massage this hand a little bit. Let's make this the queen of hearts instead of the ace, right? So technically, this player still would have a raise, right? As kind of a 6 count with a little bit of shape. But this time they would bid a no trump, and then they would bid 2 hearts, whatever we chose to do afterwards. Our hand would probably raise to 2 no or do something weird anyway. But here, notice that is what they would do with a bad raise, whereas a good raise is just going to bid 2 hearts. And now with hands like this that would be guessing in different spots as to what they want to do, now have a more confident, hey, I don't have to bid 3 hearts here. I can bid 4. And that is why we do it that way, folks. And that is day 1 of our challenge. It is now 3 more days left. We have 3 boards each day. We're at 52.4%, which at this point is good for 7th. But really, when you look at our results, pretty good so far. We had one result that was terrible. That was because we made a correct support double. So we're not upset about this at all. And again, that's how we knew the field was going to be maybe a little favorable for us. We'll find out if that's true. And if I just get destroyed, we'll find out that I'm playing poorly. So here, we'll get through the next 9 boards in the next 3 sessions, and that will bring us right into the new year, folks. So thank you so much for watching not only this video, but for all of the videos I've put out throughout this year and prior. And you'll see more content and an exciting new option for some of you in the new year. Look forward to bringing that to you soon. But until then, guys, join me here tomorrow for the start to boards 4, 5, and 6. And here it is, folks. What are we doing with this one? Find out tomorrow.